Hi, today I thought I would try and do some interesting things with my skins. As you may or may not know, I have a lot of skins. What I do is I store them between wax paper, and when I'm in the mood to make something with skins, I've got everything I need right here between two sheets. Well, I was finishing up a project the other day, and as I was peeling off the skin off of my tub, I saw this. Let's see. Now, do you see automatically what I see? That is the vulture head or some other sort of bird. And I just thought to myself, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I'm saving it. This has got to be a project. So today I'm going to go through my box of skins, see if I see anything else interesting like this bird. Now, I've seen a lot of other people on Facebook or different places on acrylicporn.com show cool things that they've done with skins, or maybe some of it has been done with computers, because I know a lot of people are doing that. But what I want to do is take a canvas that already has a pour on it and now embellish it by putting some of these skins on it. Like I've seen someone who put some surfboards in the front of a beach scene. I want to try that. I've seen some people who've taken skins and just made various geometric shapes with different strips of skins. I want to try that. I want to try taking some skins and making tree trunks and tree branches, and of course none of it's going to match. It's going to be all different colors, and I think that'll be kind of cool. So that's the project for today. I'm going to get going through my box of skins and find some things first, and then I'll come back and let you know what I've discovered. So I think I've come up with my first project. I'm going to try something that I think will be relatively easy and do that one first before I get into something more challenging. Went through stacks of my paintings that I'm not thrilled with, and this is one such painting. It is a pour that I attempted of the beach. I live in Florida. I should know what the beach looks like. I should know what the water looks like, and yet I cannot do a good one. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to plant my surfboard somewhere here. Now, I don't want to just start cutting into my skins. I did find something that I thought would make a really cool surfboard, kind of natural looking. I thought those would make some pretty surfboards. But before I start cutting into my skins, I need to know, where am I going to put them? How big are they going to be? So what I've done is I've pulled out an old manila file folder, and I'm going to just cut out some different shapes, some about this big, place them on the painting, see if I like it, go bigger, do some playing with this first before I cut into the skins. So that's where we're at right now. So as you can see, I've cut out 3 size boards. If I do the big one, it'll really take over the painting, and obviously I would make 2 or 3 where they're kind of resting in the sand. Or I can go the next size down and do some surfboards about this size, where they're just kind of sitting there in the sand. That actually might look like the best solution. And then of course the third option is teeny tiny. A couple of 2 or 3 down here, and then you do see more of the pour. Boy, if only this were live, I could get your input. So this is what I'm messing with right now. We got big, we got medium, and we got small. Which one will I choose? We'll find out. So I've decided to go with the medium size, and all I'm doing is just taking that manila pattern that I just made, and I'm cutting my skin. This is the skin that I chose. Kind of a natural wood looking. I'll fine tune it and shape it a little bit better, but for right now I just want to see what this looks like on my beach. Well, Unfortunately, it blends a little bit too much because of the, I can have one coming out of the water. No, they really do need to be mounted in the sand. So maybe brown is not the way to go. Maybe I need to get something more colorful. Alright, I think that this is what I'm going to end up with, is I'm still going to have the brown one in the middle. Boy, the more I look at it, the more I think I need to get rid of that brown one. It's just blending too much. Alright, back to square one again. So since I'm going to put the surfboards, I think over here, I need to extend my beach. So what I'm thinking about doing is taking some skins I have here and trying to figure out how to make more sand so that the surfboards are laying in the sand. This may work out, this may not. But this is the plan right now. Okay, I've cut my first piece there to kind of add on to the sandbar. I'm going to add a few more pieces and see if I can get that to look more natural. I've put a piece behind here. So basically, I cut a piece, stuck it here. Now I'm going to put the surfboards, which I have shaped a little bit more now to look more like longboards because that seems to be what everybody's riding these days. And then I've got another strip of sand to come over the top of it. So that's where I'm headed right now. Try and hold it still so you can see. This is what I'm planning. So here's what I've decided to do. I'm going to take this piece of a skin. We're going to put it down here so that we kind of make all of the sand look like this now. I took some of these skins and I left them the way they were poured. And then some of them I didn't. I flipped them over on the back side. So there's the part that's poured. And the back side kind of spoke to me on this one. So I'll put that one there. And I can put a surfboard, and another one, hopefully at an angle. Then I've got to take this piece and utilize it somehow here to cover those up like they're in the sand. Then I'll take this piece and maybe incorporate it over there. So that is the plan so far. That's what we're going to do, and I am going to adhere it all with Mod Podge. I'm going to take a paintbrush and paint on the back side of each piece, put it down and adhere it, and see how that works. Alright, I'm going to use my Mod Podge and just apply a little bit on the back side of this skin. And I'm thinking that I want to overlap. So I don't want the beach or the waves to show up down here at the bottom. So I'm going to bring this skin down and have it kind of wrap over the edge a little bit. Hopefully that will work. I'm going to do the other one over here on this side. And flip it over. Get myself a nice dose of Mod Podge on this side. And do the same thing. Sorry for my arm. I want this to overlap too. I may have to go back over and do some more fine tuning here after it dries, like either do a little bit more painting or maybe cut some of this added skin. Who knows? But so far, it's doing what I want it to do. All right, so I've got two more pieces here, and I want this one up at the top. So I'm going to flip that over. That one over further. I didn't get it over as far as I want. Thank goodness Mod Podge is very forgiving and allows me to move it for a second. Okay, now I want to get these surfboards in place. I know I want this one tilting just a little bit. And I know this orange one needs to go straight up and down. And I want it to sit up taller than the other ones. I want it to be obvious that it's a longboard. And I've got the purple one, which I'm going to kind of angle and maybe even cross over a little bit. Well, maybe not. All right, put this one down. All right, this is going to be my cover up because I want to show that they're buried in the sand. This one needs to be cut just a little bit. It's too sharp of a point down here. So if I put that like that, it looks a little bit more natural. But they don't need to all be even, so I want to kind of skew that. Tweezers to get this thing up. Okay, I want it a little bit higher on the blue, less on the purple. Don't want it to look so manufactured. All right, I've got one last piece that my goal was to put it up like this so that it blends the left with the right. Get handy tweezers. All right. So, have I accomplished it? Did I blend them? Do I make it look like the surfboards are just nestled in the surf, or in the sand rather? Well, that was my first attempt at doing this, so hopefully it looks okay. The only other thing I want to do is I want to put some Mod Podge on the top now. I want to make sure this is not going anywhere. So I'm going to secure this to the painting. and ensure that my little pieces I adhered stay adhered. Now, I've never done this before. I don't know if this is how other people do it. I don't know if there is a correct way to do it. But if you've seen any of my videos, then you know I kind of fly by the seat of my pants and just do whatever I feel like doing anyway. And if you choose to follow me, then welcome. And if you come up with a better way of doing this, please let me know in the comments section. Obviously, when this dries completely, I will varnish the whole thing. But I really wanted to try to use some of my beautiful skins, and I have lots of them. So that's what's going on here. Sealing all this onto this poured painting. And then we'll let this dry a couple weeks. Let's see if I can tilt this up a little bit, get a better view. So, there it is. Pretty fun. I can't wait to do another one.